Hello and welcome back to the Achievement Planner. And today I'm coming to you with Subnautica. And this is the first Subnautica, not the second one below zero. So they're both fantastic, however. And it's really a shame that so many people use the developer codes to get all the achievements because these games are awesome. And I don't blame them for doing that because a lot of people get their achievements that way, and that's fine. But, well, first of all, they don't work anymore. As far as I know, they don't work anymore. But they're missing out on a really awesome game that I love, both these games. And I'm going to try to really give you a lot of hints without spoilers. So this game has 17 achievements for 1,000 gamer score. I would say it's about a 4 out of 10 difficulty. If you get the proper things for your suit and for your ship and all that, you're gonna be good. Completion time 25 to 30 hours, and that's just an estimate. You could play for forever, you know. Playthrough number 1, all achievements, yes. So, category number 1, story achievements. 8 achievements for 575 gamer score. And you are going to get all of these if you do the main story. The problem is knowing what the main story is. And this is the problem with this game and the second Subnautica. What's the story? Where are you going? Like, what are you doing? And, yeah, so let me go over what you're doing and try to give as little spoiler as possible. I can't even talk today, can I? Number 1, getting your feet wet. 25 gamer score. Die for the very first time. Guess what? You're going to get that. I promise. You just get out of your pod and you go in the water. There you go. Number 2, ancient technologies. 50 gamer score. Find the enforcement platform. So throughout the game, you're going to be swimming to various places and basically to when you start, there's this big ship in front of you that crashed. And to your right, if you go all that way, to the right, you'll end up at one island. And if you go to the left, you'll end up at another island. It's not as simple as it sounds. So there's a specific direction in the left you have to go, which I'll, by the way, be putting up a guide for that to kind of show you how to get to that, this island. But at this island, you have this huge statue on the island. And inside of the statue is kind of like a base, and inside of it is the enforcement platform, and you will see it, and I won't tell you what it's enforcing, but yeah, once you go inside and do some stuff in there, you'll get this achievement. Number 3, extinction event avoided. 50 gamer score. Repair the Aurora reactor. And to be honest, I just repaired it, so I'm assuming that it's part of the story that you would need to do it, because I would feel like if you don't repair it, something bad would happen. Anyway, there's a crashed ship in front of you when you get out of your pod, and that's the Aurora. And when you go inside the Aurora, which I'll let you figure out how to get inside and all that, there's an area where you can then use the repairer tool, which you'll build, to fix all of the leaks. Yeah, once you fix all those leaks, you will get it. I really want to leave as much as possible for you to figure out on your own. So this is just the basics. Number 4, find the Lost River. 50 gamer score. And I'm going to put these with number 5, thermal activity, and also 14,000 Leagues Under the Sea. They're all 50 gamer score. And basically when you go, and I'll put up another guide for this one. Fantastic guide. It's actually, I'm going to put up the one guide, and then this same person has 3 other guides on his thing, but he doesn't have a playlist. So go to this guide, go to the person's channel, and then you'll be able to see all the videos. But he shows you how to go towards Life Pod 2. And once you go towards Life Pod 2, eventually, when it comes up in the story, you'll be able to go through a little tunnel, go down a little bit, and building a base there is a good idea. And then you get to this big open area. If you go to the left, you get to the disease research facility. If you go to the right, you go through this little area, and then you find the lava. And that's where you're going to find the thermal plant and find the primary containment facility. So it's all kind of in that same area. And by the way, the creator is Rick Rage Gaming, and I'll put up that video. And it's all in the same area. So yeah, watch that. I mean, if you want to figure it out on your own, just look for Life Pod 2. You can find all that. But yeah, it's kind of tough to get through that lava area. I'm actually going to put up another video of myself at some point of me getting through there without the prawn suit, and just like, yeah, I got through it. I don't know, but I guess it was more of a speedrunner technique. But knowing how to get to those 3 is very important. So Once you actually get to the primary containment facility is when you can do number 7, optimal health, 100 gamer score for curing the infection. And you're going to find, well, you're going to at some point get an infection. I guess it's a little spoiler, but you don't know what it is and all that. Once you get it, you need to be then healed. So at that facility, you're going to find well, we'll just say a creature. And that creature is going to ask you to find 5 different things, which I'm going to actually put up here. These are the things that you are going to need to find to make the hatching enzyme. And then once you get that, you bring it back, you'll cure your infection. And I'm not going to say anything else so that you can kind of have a little bit of story for yourself. All right. But once you do that, you could then go back after you cure the infection, go back to the island with the big statue, the enforcement platform. And then you're going to be able to clear the skies for going off in the Neptune rocket. Yes, which is number 8, go among the stars, 200 gamer score. And this is the end of the game. So the way to get the Neptune rocket, all these things are connected, is in the Aurora reactor, and you're going to have to find the captain's quarters. And you can see it on the video. But once you find the captain's quarters, you find the blueprint for the rocket. And I'm going to also have up here a whole bunch of stuff. So to do the rocket, you need all of these items. It's an easy way kind of just to see all the different items. I guess you could pause it or take a screenshot or whatever, write them down. But if you have all of these, you're going to be good once you get to that end part. Because you're going to need to go down to that lava area to get things like kyanite. And some of the other ones are a little hard to get also. The nickel ore is a little hard to get. And you'll find them. But, the crystalline sulfur, they're in very specific places. The iron cubes. So all of those are pretty tough to get. And the stalker teeth, I'm gonna put up a video that kind of gives you an easier way to get stalker teeth as well. It's not hard at all. It seems hard, but it's not. So yeah, so try to collect those as you're going, and just kind of keep them safe. So now, once you get all these blueprints for the Neptune rocket, you have to build the platform that you have to build it on. So once you build that platform, which it says here what you're going to need for that, then there are 4 parts of the rocket, which you're going to all that stuff I just told you to get is going to make up all of those different things. And then you'll be able to launch into space. I guess that's not a spoiler because you know what rockets do. They go up and they go up. Yeah. All right. So that's that. So all of that is part of the story. Yeah. Just keep those in mind when you're wandering around looking for stuff. So category number 2, building achievements. 4 achievements for 100 gamer score, and it's just building a whole bunch of things. Number 1, settling in for the long haul. 25 gamer score. I don't know why I got 24. So for this, you are gonna need the habitat builder, item. The tool, and so that you can build habitats. And then once you get that, you're going to need a lot of titanium, but there's a lot of titanium around. In fact, if you find just debris all over the place, that turns into titanium, like salvage. So once you have that, you could then build any type of room, and then a hatch to go into the room. And you need to power it up. I forget if you need to power it up in order to get this achievement, but eventually you're going to need to power it up anyway, so you can get a solar panel. But yeah, you just need a room and you need a hatch, and that's all you're going to need to build a habitat, and you'll get that. Number 2, personal propulsion, and you'll see on the screen what you need to build this. So for this, the Cyclops and the prawn suit, you're going to have to go around to various places and find these blueprints. Now there are other things also, like the Sea Glide, all different items. You go around, you look for blueprints for these things. Typically it's about 3 blueprints per each thing. I think the prawn suit maybe had 2. I don't remember. The sea moth probably had 3. Cyclops actually had like 9. There were 3 sections to it. So anyway, so the sea moth is awesome. It's this little vehicle thing you could ride in, and it's awesome. And you could breathe in it. By the way, the only ways you can really die in this game are running out of oxygen or getting eaten. Yeah, I guess getting exploded, something too. But whatever. So when you build this sea moth, which you can see how to build it right there, you're going to get this. Number 3, 40-foot sub for 1. 25, it's a big sub and it's for 1 person. 25 gamer score. The Cyclops, and it's a huge vehicle. And again, this is how you're going to build it with these items. And number 4, ordered the prawn. Now the sea moth I found around like the main area that I started in, and other areas. The Cyclops, I found most of those items near the crashed Aurora, like around the ground, and also, like in that kind of area. But there's this big fish that's trying to eat you in that area, so good luck. But yeah, there are a whole bunch of Cyclops pieces by that crashed ship. Just go out all the way as far as you can to look for that if you can't find it close by. And then the prawn suit, it was all inside of the Aurora. So once you get inside the Aurora, you're going to find this room, and it's going to have all the prawn suit pieces in it. It's great. And actually, once you're in that prawn suit room, the room to go to the captain's quarters is in that room. Do not miss it. I missed it the first time. It's like up on the top. So make sure that's where you go. So yeah, that's all you're going to need. And you see how to build them all. So category number 3, Degasi achievements. 3 achievements for 150 gamer score. And these 3 are all for finding just tablets and reading the file on it. So the first one, Seaside Living with an Ocean View. This is on the other island, the floating island. So if you're looking at the crashed ship, that would be to the right. I forget which direction it is, but it wasn't too hard to find. I just swam and I got it. The other one was harder to find. But you go there and you find this one base that's all destroyed, and you'll find a tablet, which you can see on the video. And, well, actually, you saw it already because I got it before realizing, oh, that's the tablet before I pressed record on my thing. So, yeah, I'm just showing you what it looks like from the outside and everything. So that's, you just have to find a tablet. That's it. Number 2, follow the Degasi. You're going to be in the Jelly Shroom Caves. And there are actually a bunch of ways to get down there. I think there are 4 different ways. But I just found them randomly. I was just in the Jelly Shroom Caves, found a base, and went inside. Died a couple times because the jellyfish things in it hit my head, and I died. Yeah, careful. So, but I went up this little ladder. I found the tablet right there, and I got that achievement. And number 3, Sea Monsters. Find the Degasi habitat in the deep Grand Reef. Now, this one you need something that can go a little lower. Your sea moth can only go a certain distance down before it starts to self-destruct. So you need to find pieces that can make it get lower, the MK1, MK2, MK3. Basically, it's like upgrades. And once you find the one upgrade, then you could upgrade it, and you can keep upgrading the other 2 also. The second upgrade and the third upgrade. But it costs a lot of resources to get. And some of them are harder resources. But once you do that, you can go pretty low. Low enough to almost do everything. Except for the end. But yeah. But that's that. So just try to find those. And, so the point was the Grand Coral Reef, you need at least 500. I think it was 500 to go down. And in the beginning, without an upgrade, you can't go down that far. So you go down to this Grand Coral Reef, and you'll see it on the video. And you get to there, and you find the tablet. There you go, and you find it. Now, make sure to get the the blueprint for the alien containment room. I don't know if the multi-purpose room one is there too, but make sure you get the alien containment blueprint and the cuttlefish. There is a cuttlefish egg there. And there are a few cuttlefish in the whole game that you can find eggs, but this is the place that I got it. So make sure you grab that, because you're going to need it for the next category. So those 3 are just for finding the tablets, and that's it, and reading them. In category number 4, Miscellaneous Achievements. 2 achievements for 175 gamer score. Number 1, man's best friend. And I know, dogs or cuttlefish. 75 gamer score, hatch and release a cuttlefish. So you're going to need the following things. You're going to need a multi-purpose room. Oh my goodness. You will find that eventually, that blueprint. You'll need the alien containment blueprint, which is in the Grand Reef. And you'll need the cuttlefish egg. Once you have that, you put that in the multi-purpose room, and you wait a while, and eventually it will turn into the cuttlefish. It's cute, the cutest thing ever. And then you take it out and you put it into the main ocean. You get it out of there, and you get the achievement. And actually, it stays your friend if you play with it. It's cute. And then the last one, number 2, leave only time capsules, 100 gamer score. Create and deploy a time capsule. So when you're in the rocket, before you take off, once you go up there, I made a time capsule. And what you needed for the time capsule was you needed a photo of something. Just take a screenshot. An item. So I put a whole bunch of whatever items I had left in my inventory. And you have to write a message. You put that in the time capsule. You get it set. You blast off. And when you blast off, you get the achievement for blasting off in the rocket. And then you could then send the time capsule. I think it asked me. It's probably on the video. But yeah, once I got that, I got those last 2 achievements. I got the time capsule and the rocket one. But yeah, this is the game. This game is fantastic. Some items are really hard to get, but there are so many guides online. You'll find them. just don't give up if you're lost. This is such a cool game, and it's honestly it's horror at sometimes with these fish that you find. So yeah, I'll come out with another the sequel at some point. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it, and yeah, I'll see you next time on Achievement Planner.